Hey, Mark King here, and this is a story from the Blaze. All right, so the headline, it's things are like, when you kind of like laughed out. I'm a bit laughed out. Here it is. China orders Christians to replace crosses and images of Jesus Christ with portraits of communist leaders. Again, so um we have to make connections, right? One of the keys, like as a teacher, you tend to make connections. Well, you want students to make connections between pieces of information and put things together, right? Well, we can make connections of what's happening in America, the destructions of statues, the destruction of history, and I have a black friends, and they say like the statues should, like the Confederate statues should be taken down. But first, they discount. Look, it's other people's history also. It's not just yours. They're so used to always get one side of information rather than the next. One of the keys to debating is knowing what your opponents will say, right? But it's the key to almost every essay writing, every persuasion essay. You give both sides of the arguments, and then you give the reason why your side is right. Anyway, um, this is about what communists do, right? Again, communists. See, I'm gonna say I don't think they'll work against Islam, because Islam would just kill the communists, right? The West kind of preaches forgiveness, but then communists use that philosophy against against free people. Okay. What happens? They tend to use a certain gender, right? To push emotion based, right? Because I love, if you listen to what a lot of communist philosophy is, a lot of times they get things uh pushed through. Let's just say trending, right? Through emotions, right? Certain people can't see past. There's certain levels of human development, right? Women tend to be stuck on the emotional. I can't remember if it's Carl Jung or who the hell they were, man. It's been a while. Um, it was a woman tend to stop at stage 4 or 5, and that's just the emotional stage, while men tend to go past like 3 or 4 stages by using logic. Women tend to stop at emotions. Men go past emotions. Anyway, read a little bit. This is by Carlos Garcia. The communist Chinese government is ordering some Christians to take down religious symbols, including crosses, crucifixes, and images of Jesus Christ, and replace them with communist leaders. Again, like in America and the UK, they're tearing statues of Christian statues. Also, people who build things and have done great things, and replace it with communists. People who have not done great things. People who just who spew vomit. Okay, as people say, it's called word vomit in journalism. Okay, they spew word vomit. Anyway, the startling report of religious oppression was reported in Bitter Winter Religious Liberty magazines. All impoverished households in the town were told to display Mao Zedong images. Okay, the government is trying to eliminate our belief. Again, religion fights communism. Okay, this is why people who align themselves with the left are more likely to be communists and to be controlled by communists. Okay, the right also, but it's a much lesser extent, because the right believes in the pillars of civilization and also believes in religion. Okay, all right. So you can tie this into like a demoralization type stage, right? They're about they're the people say the 5 stage. It could be 4 stage of the push for the communist agenda, right? That's what's taking place here, right? I think it's like stage 2 or 3 is demoralization. I think, right? Stage 1 is demoralization. Stage 2 is undermine power and authority. So It's like taking away the power from the cops, or taking away power from men, for example, to govern the families. Then there's a crisis stage, and the last stage is homosexuality. No, normalization. Okay, and that's how you got homosexuality in America, right? Is the normalization of it. Okay, remember, homosexuality was bad until it just wasn't around 2011. Again, I told you my theory. It was pushed in case people found out that Obama was a homosexual, right? And again, when you see a lot of people with lanky arms, lanky bodies, the way they walk, they tend to give it away. A few days ago, I was talking about Bill De Blasio. He just looks like a straight man, even though he has a lot of Obama's mannerisms. But also, he also has the lanky body, and that's it's a sign that something's off there, Again, you can just look at somebody, who's smart, who's dumb, who's a hoe, who isn't a hoe. You know, okay. Sometimes you're just in denial, okay. But deep down, people know most of these things, okay. Deep down, they know. People know the truth deep down in themselves. Anyway, let's continue. The officials said that those two receiving the order was made in April. The Communist Party official visited believers' homes in the city of Lenfen, located in northern province of Jiangxi. Okay, the officials said those who are receiving financial assistance from the government would have to take down their. Everybody's receiving financial assistance from the government. Bunch of freaks. One officials recounted one villager recounted that officials told the Christian images in his home tore down. Okay, again, that's how you fight communism. And like when you remove symbols, again, statues in America, they burn statues of Jesus Christ to behead statues. You kind of lose hope, and you kind of like destroy history. You know, communism might be the ultimate evil. It just might. It might be the most anti-Christianity, anti-religious movement, anti-humanity thing around. Okay? If people like fail to grasp this, it will fall. Freedom will fall. Okay? Freedom will fall to quote a kind of like quote a great man, rather paraphrase. Freedom will fall to the homosexuals and the prison population. Okay. All right. These are truths. Again, I repeat. I never cared about homosexuality until like wow, it ties into what the communists said. Like it's how you destroy a nation, and was pushed, and all of a sudden, people are. This is why my theory. Most people don't agree. They just go along with the group just because they don't want to lose their jobs, get called out as being a hateful person. That's why I truly believe. People deep down know. Of course, the media promotes the opposite. Okay. Anyway, I'll leave that here. Also, as you can see, they attacked the Muslims, also targeted. But again, this won't fly in those Middle Eastern countries. They'll behead those communists. Okay, those communists know better. Those communists. And that was really funny, right? The communists wouldn't dare push Islam in their own country, but they push Islam into the Western countries. Because it's kind of like enemy of the enemy is your friend. So the communist enemy is religion, but they use Islam to try to destroy the West. Again, there's no greater civilization than the Western civilization on this earth ever. Okay, like it or not. Okay, and I believe in the whole lost past stuff, But yeah, anyway, this is scary stuff. Again, when people wonder why communism is bad, because they seek to destroy history, seek to destroy your religion. Okay, unless it's the nonsensical religion of environmentalism, diversity. Again, that's one of the keys of the communists. They tend to push diversity, not because they believe in it, but they know that it destroys nations. Okay, and I've covered this before. How Amazon uses diversity in the workplace because what they find is people who are quote unquote diverse in the workplace. The Amazon facilities tend never to form unions. Okay, That's why Amazon really does it. Them commie principles. I would give anything to see those communists go after Jeff Bezos. I would give anything. But trying to push communism, let them get what's that old saying? Communists get the bullet too. Share, stay, subscribe, thumbs up, bye.